Like lots of other attractions in the Adirondacks, the Wild Center in Tupper Lake, New York, had to face the problem of how to reopen under COVID-19 restrictions. Our Jack LaDuke's shows us how they met the challenge to welcome back lots of people just itching to get outside to enjoy the outdoors this summer.
A string of cars lined up at the entrance to the Wild Center last week. They echoed the public's desire to hit the road after staying home months to prevent spreading coronavirus.
Are you guys all well? Everybody in the car feeling fine? All right. And I'm assuming that means nobody has a fever of 100.4 or more.
Everyone was told to wear a mask along with other rules now familiar to everyone.
Guests are now required to have time ticket reservations before showing up. The ticket booth, that is all new this summer. So guests don't have to get out of their car in order to check in. I think that it makes for a nice, quick, easy way for folks to check in without having to go inside.
The center is closing its doors to the inside exhibits, but allowing the public to experience the wonderment of the Wild Walk. Although some Adirondack attractions chose not to open this season, that's not the case for the Wild Center.
Our goal all along was to reopen to the public as soon as it was safe to do so. So, we made the decision back in June that we thought that we could safely do that and welcome folks back mid-July. So here we are mid-July, and we're happy to be seeing people come back through our doors now.
Although the outdoor Wild Walk has always been a treat for old and young, it is even more so this year. Some previously closed areas here are now open to the public.
Everything is outdoors right now, so we're going to be doing what we're calling right now creature features. We have a couple stations along the trail on our campus where you can encounter one of our naturalist staff with an animal and learn all about that animal and how they live here in the Adirondacks. We also have, right behind me, a really great viewing window into what's traditionally our behind-the-scenes area. So behind me right now are some of the habitats that our animal ambassadors live in. Usually this is closed to the public, but this year we've opened this window so people can get a glimpse of the animals.
So his wings are huge. That's what helps him dive down so fast.
Fast means a dive of over 200 miles per hour, the naturalist said. This is an especially good year to go to the Wild Center and get a behind-the-scenes look at wildlife.
We have a collection of about 350 wild animals and a staff of 4 full-time employees to help take care of all those animals.
One big change that the organization has made is to do live online programming daily. They're doing 20 shows a week on wildcenter.org/digital or look on their Facebook page.
What we've been doing now since we closed down and, not bringing public into the facility and having the great close contact with our staff and our naturalists, what we decided to do was to reach out to a little broader audience by going virtual, going digital. And so right off the bat, we created a program called Lunchtime Live that we stream to Facebook every day. And it allowed our naturalists and our biologists to talk to a bigger audience even than what we ever imagined before. We're reaching people around the world. Each day there's a different subject that they talk about.
The live stream goes directly to the audience wherever they are. Audience questions can be answered online.
Tuesdays, we're focusing on unseen science of the Adirondacks. So looking at things like waterways and how they're connected, and different organisms and chemicals can go throughout waterways here in the Adirondacks.
All agree that being outdoors and able to see how nature feeds the rest of the ecosystem is a joy.
Oh, it feels great just to be outside in the fresh air, right? And not be working on schoolwork and learning while we're outdoors.
For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Jack LaDuke in Tupper Lake.
Jack LaDuke's Adirondack Journal on Mountain Lake PBS is brought to you by Northline Utilities.